What's up? How's your best travel?
Uh,
Did he did he see his shadow this time?
No, he did not.
I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that.
I believe spring is coming. I believe they
Is
announced that
spring
spring
coming?
is coming. Welcome. Happy Groundhog's Day, everybody. Happy Groundhog's Day. What, does it sound like the exact music you woke up to yesterday, like you're doing this all over again?
Yeah.
I have a tradition that I forced upon you and even announced to everybody yesterday that, yes, by the time yesterday had ended, young Ross would have seen Groundhog's Day again.
Yeah.
And this happened.
Yeah.
Well, I thought about it on a couple different levels. I thought about it, first off, it starts with, I got you, babe. You know, that the only way, you can kind of get stuff done is, I got you, babe. We got this, man. We got this. We got this.
Yep.
But grinding out the days can be hard. And sometimes the
Yeah.
days look the same.
Yeah.
The days look the same.
It gets so tiring and boring
Well,
and
man, Groundhog's Day for me is like one of those touchstone movies that
Mhm.
means something really deep to me on many levels.
Mhm.
It's that I think all of us have had moments in our life where we feel like we're at that grinding point where the days all look the same and you're just getting through this day to get to another day that
Right.
looks exactly like today.
Right.
And you see this. So, for those of you who've never seen Groundhog's Day, spoiler alerts. Bill Murray represents us searching for enlightenment, and the beautiful Andy McDowell represents enlightenment. And if Andy McDowell is enlightenment, I'm seeking enlightenment. But he starts off when he gets stuck in this loop, like we all get stuck in, though he's in a real loop. He's repeating the exact same day over and over again.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is literally.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
going
that's
two
the
two
movie.
whatever. The whole idea of the movie. It hit me as we were watching it. That one of the funniest things is we all know that reference now.
What reference?
It's a Groundhog's Day moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I call it deja vu, but
Didn't you just ask me that?
Wait. Oh, snap. Yeah. I did. Wait, what?
What?
How'd you know that?
Well, and the interesting thing is that we start off when we're looking for the meaning of life. There are different things we look at first,
Mhm.
and in Groundhog's Day, that's what he goes through. He goes through the part where, oh wow, that means at first it's like, oh God, I'm stuck.
Mhm.
And the next realization, oh, so this is all an illusion, and anything I do doesn't matter,
Mhm.
which is kind of the first precept of trying to understand the universe. It's all an illusion, kind of. It's like it's finding your purpose as opposed to
Mhm.
grinding into the purpose.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he goes after a girl. He steals some money. He kills himself a number of times.
Yeah.
That one of the interesting things is the book is based on the idea that it's literally thousands of years.
No, I think the movie gave a good, like, he was stuck in there for a long time.
Right, right.
It was pretty good at like making that well known.
And so then, he discovers that all of those kind of worldly things, so they're not giving him any satisfaction.
Yeah.
Enter Andy McDowell. So he discovers the concept. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
what I need is Andy McDowell. And he goes after that full force. And there's a moment
Mhm.
where you're like, oh, he's got it. But
Nah, I kind of felt like because the first time he started like trying to repeat the same day over and over again, I got a weird feeling because I was like, he's still an a-hole. Like he's still trying to just get this girl as opposed to like he's constantly going back and forth saying the exact right thing.
it's
Like
still focused on
ends
her,
up
not him.
he ends up ordering her drink or whatnot and blah like there's a whole bunch of stupid stuff that I'm like, why are you just like you're just trying to like what she likes? Or you're trying to say that you like what she likes to get in her pants. Like you're being an a-hole right now.
But
Still.
don't all of us, haven't all of us at some point or another been that a-hole?
No, of course.
Not, and we don't think we're an a-hole in the minute. We think we're, oh, if I just learn enough about this person, I
Mhm.
can push the correct buttons
Mhm.
to unlock the bootay. The bootay, you know? To unlock the bootay.
Oh my god.
It's a pirate thing. We like
Well,
the
it's
bootay.
an unlockable character.
It's an unlockable character. But it isn't until he gives up on that and becomes focused on perfecting his existence
Yeah.
that there's a moment where he goes, no one dies on my watch.
Right.
No, this isn't going to happen. And so he gets to the point where the only meaningful thing he can do
Mhm.
is be compassionate to the world.
Yeah.
That he goes through the process of learning. He learns how to ice sculpt.
Nah, I think
He learns how to play piano. He learns stuff about himself.
I think the thing that she said to him when like there was one time when he had like an amazing day
Right.
with her, and it was like everything went perfect, and she was like, "Oh, this is the perfect day," blah 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 blah, and like at the end of the day, she was like, "Yo, you're still an a-hole." And like even though he was stuck in this loop and he had all this information that she didn't have, like I think he realized like, "Oh snap, I'm still an a-hole." Like I can't keep doing this.
Well, yeah, he had to set it down. And
Yeah.
that was when he gave up for a while.
Yeah, he gave up trying to he gave up well,
That was when he grabbed
Yeah.
the suicidal drive
yes.
with Groundhog Drive. If anybody ever
Yeah.
comes to this show hoping we're not going to spoil a movie, I am not capable.
That's funny.
I am of the belief that a good movie is a good movie because it's a good movie. So like people be like, "Oh, you don't want me to spoil it, do you?" And I'm like, if the writing's that bad, go ahead. If you can ruin the movie for me,
Mhm.
ruin it. Because I knew Darth
I'm not
Vader.
a fan. I'm not a fan of spoilers, I'll be honest.
I know. I knew Darth Vader was daddy.
Yeah.
My dad and my
I don't
mom.
know if I knew or not.
My dad and my mom had gone to Wisconsin.
Uh-huh.
My dad was getting surgery on a hernia,
Mhm.
a double hernia, if I remember correctly.
A double hernia. That's
Yeah,
wild.
just two rips. It means it rips through on both sides.
Yeah.
But in Wisconsin, they were already showing it in
Uh-huh.
Green Bay because that was a big city and we lived in a tiny city.
Uh-huh.
And so yes, it had gotten out before I saw. That's Return of the Jedi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't mind.
Yeah, I do. I don't like spoilers at all.
But you're willing to sit here and ruin any movie for anybody else? Is that what you're saying? Wow.
I'm only doing that because we're talking about the movie. I mean, come on,
I mean,
man.
with all due respect,
Come on.
I would never, ever, in any way, harm your viewing pleasures.
Oh my gosh.
Well, so I get, like, when you watch Groundhog's Day,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like there's a spiritual thing going on, or is it just a fun movie? I mean, do you see something deeper in it, or not?
I
Is it
mean,
just me?
There's something deep in it, but I didn't pay attention that deep. It was a good movie.
It's a good
Yeah.
movie because it's a good movie. The deep is kind of
Yeah.
hidden. The
If
deep
you-
infects you even if you don't look.
It's kind of a thing where like you can look for it and you'll find it, but I don't think everybody's gonna look for that and find that. You know?
I can't not see. Like, the weirdest thing is I'm in a current place where everybody tries to gatekeep knowledge. You're not worthy of this knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You're not following these precepts. You can't know this. You know what? You're not a believer because you don't worship that. I don't feel that way.
Mhm.
I feel like, ha ha ha, guess what? The wisdom is floating around in the air, you silly folks. What difference does it make whether or not you tell me I can't have it?
No, I think you're gonna learn things no matter what. Without like, you don't have to do certain things just to learn certain things. You can learn something without doing something. That's very easy.
You can learn something without. I agree. Well, and the other thing is you can learn through seeing other people.
Yes.
Plus, I find lessons in all living things, in the rocks, in the TV I watch.
If you see if someone walks out in front of the street
Mm-hmm.
and gets hit by a car, you probably would have the thought, "Hey, I should probably look
It
before
would be wise to
walking."
not get hit by a
You
car.
know? Um
Is it wise to not get hit by a car?
Even if no one told you that as a kid, which is wild because we always tell kids that. But still, like, come on now. Like,
Okay, so, but I argue that there's deeper wisdom everywhere. So, like, we take something like Groundhog's Day,
mhm.
and I go, oh, wow. Whether you look on it as he represents reincarnation with each day
Mhm.
and the short time we have, I don't dabble in before or after. I don't know whether people come back or whether people came. I'm here.
Mhm.
I know that there's a lot of discussion about there and there. So I also see it as a description of a life.
Mhm.
That there's a maturity thing that happens, hopefully. You
Mhm.
start off, loss is 18. You're just a hound. You're desperate for your personal satisfaction.
Mhm.
And then as you live life, you get hurt.
I can't get no
Satisfaction.
but I tried.
And I try.
Yeah.
Well, but that even if what you see it is the way a life was meant to go, that there's a point where perfecting you and realizing that the you part is
Yeah.
what changes the way you interact with the world.
Okay.
There's been a lot. I was in a Buddhist group the other day, and one of the big discussions is about, well, wait a minute. I can't just be a mirror to people, and the problems can't all be mine.
Mm.
I don't think of it like that. I
Okay.
don't think that you're. I don't look at karma as you're being punished just for your deeds. I think of it as the universe works that way. You know, that there's a flow of positive and negative. That the reality is I am a mirror. The things I struggle with represent pieces of me. Now, does that mean other people are not responsible for their actions? No, it means I'm responsible for how they affect me.
Mhm.
So that when you go, I'm a mirror, it means I'm trying to see through other people's eyes, because in that I find compassion.
Mhm.
That as much as one of my downfalls is I have trouble seeing people as malicious.
Okay.
Because I consistently see their struggle, and so I'm already invested in the idea that these things are symptoms of where they're at, not who
Mhm.
they are. This can be great, other than the fact that I'm also, let people get too close, and because I see the other aspect. I see in them my struggle,
Mhm.
and so I have trouble judging their struggle. If that,
See, I can see the positive side in people, but I also know like if they don't see it, it doesn't matter.
my problem is I want to help them see it.
Well, I can try, but like to
Well, that's
some
ego,
extent,
though.
after a certain point, I can't care about it. Like I can't care about whether or not you see that you're a good person deep down. I
Oh.
can't care about that. The reason I can't care about that is because I'm not gonna be a good person if I'm always trying to make other people good people.
True.
I don't think
Well,
I don't
I don't
think
think you can make
I
other
don't
people
think
good
you
people.
can make no for sure. But I'm saying like the constant pursuit of trying to show people
A better way.
a better way, to some extent, I feel like isn't a better way.
Oh, well, okay, so the way I describe it is you have to live by example, not lead by example.
Yes.
that living by example holds no
Mhm.
judgment for anybody else's place. Leading by example tends to feel like I have an answer and you guys need to follow it.
Right.
So I think that shoulder to shoulder is the only way you go,
Mhm.
and that to some extent, the all I can do is show people my inside and that we are good people.
Mhm.
If that makes sense, like that
Mhm.
I connect the struggle and realize I can't measure struggle, and I know everybody goes through struggle.
Yeah. This is true.
Um, you know me. I love the Angelina Brad, Bill and Melinda thing. That no like, so no matter how pretty, no matter how much money you have, it doesn't just solve it. We often think that, but our
Mhm.
obsession with these things never leads to true happiness. Donald Trump. That what he learns is all of those worldly things don't end up giving him any satisfaction. That's my argument for why we end up with dragon hordes as
Dragon
billionaires. Yeah,
hordes.
dragon hordes. I mean, a pile of gold and gems that you're laying on top of that you could never possibly need or use.
See, I don't judge them for that. They're
No,
doing
no,
their
no, no, no,
thing.
no, no. I'm not judging. I'm
Uh-huh.
trying to explain. I'm going,
Mhm.
they keep chasing after a satisfaction that can never be satisfying.
Yes. Let them do that. Let them do their thing.
No, no, no. I'm not saying
I
they.
don't know. Like
I'm not
it's
judging again. Okay, stop. You're going in a direction I'm not going at all. I'm not judging
okay.
anybody.
I'm not saying you're judging them. I'm just
I'm saying this doesn't appear. Okay, I look around and this is not a sustainable thing. It's not. I can see the trends. I can go, oh, to do, and I can watch Groundhog's Day and realize this just isn't sustainable. That in the end, if we can't focus individually on ourselves and our inner value, we've consistently lowered the value of humanity
mm,
to the point where we don't value what's inside us. So we don't value what's inside other people because we're so busy covering it up.
mhm,
So we assume everybody else is fake too.
mm.
That doesn't seem to be an answer that's working. It just doesn't seem to be working to me. That I see misery from top to bottom.
I have a hard time of seeing it as anything other than it is what it is. Like I can't see it as working or not working. It just is. People are gonna act the way they're gonna act. People there's gonna be people that are going to give away all their money and be generous and be kind and all of that. There's also gonna be people who are gonna hoard their money and be misers and not spend a dime and try their best to make as much money as possible. There's gonna be people like that, and to some extent I can't worry about what other people are trying to do or trying to get done. I have to worry about what am I trying to do?
Mm-hmm.
What do I think I can do better?
No, I agree.
You know?
That's that. I know it seems foreign to people that that's actually how I think because it looks like
Well, you say this isn't working, and I honestly don't see that as the answer. I think it is what it is. I only say that because I don't have a better way of putting that into words. Like the world is what the world is. People are who they are, and I can't
what
change
if
people.
people aren't who they are? What if everybody we see is wearing a mask? What if people aren't
That's who
who
they
they
are.
are?
This person is the type of person that's willing to put on a mask.
No, willing. No, it's what our society does.
Yeah.
Willing, I don't think that counts.
I'm saying if you're the type of person that will be true to themselves at all times and is constantly working at being true to themselves, you are going to be a person who's going to do better at being true to yourself. If you're not that type of person, you're not going to do better at being that type of person. There's people who will lie and cheat and steal because that's who they are. I mean, they
You
might.
don't think that's representative of suffering they've been through?
No, I definitely think it's representative of suffering they've been through. It's representative of everything that they've been through, suffering and positive.
Right. So how do we back it up? Because we're getting ready to destroy our planet. Really, not the planet. Planet will be fine. Destroy ourselves.
Well, I'm saying I don't think
Oh
that
well.
I don't believe that every person is a good person. I believe that every person believes they're a good person. Every person tries to be a good person. Every person, to some extent, every person tries to be a better person in their own eyes. But because some people's views of life are warped, they will never see what being a good person is, and it's okay. I feel like that's okay. It's okay to be. I'm not saying it's okay to be a bad person. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, to some extent, like, trying to be a better the pursuit of trying to be a better person is more important than whether or not you become a better person.
Okay.
To some
Kind
extent.
of see that.
To some extent.
I kind of see that.
Like, I don't know if this sounds like mumbo jumbo, but
No, I don't think
that's
mumbo
that's my thought, I
jumbo.
guess.
I think that the hard part is when I see the world burning, I know it's me. But how do I not put out the fire? If I can see the fire and I can see the water, how do I not act?
I don't see the world as burning. I see the world as in harmony and moving the way it's supposed to at all times.
So we don't have, it doesn't matter. We don't have any control. Fuck it.
No,
Sorry.
that's not true.
I don't know what. So what's the
We
right
have
reaction?
control. We have control over what we have control over,
Okay.
and looking beyond that is a thought exercise.
No, I agree. I'm here. I'm present.
Yeah, I get you.
But I see a wave. I see people changing their outlook.
Mm-hmm.
I see us coming out of the pandemic, mentioned every day, paid for by Viridian Dynamics. I see in the pandemic a lot of people. I hate the term waking up because that whole woke thing. But I see a lot of people reassessing values in their life.
The funny part is, actually, I kind of, I'm reevaluating what I said earlier, because
Because I'm wonderful.
the pursuit, okay, the pursuit of making other people better is not as bad as I said it is. The pursuit of making other people better is an attempt to, yeah, the lights just flickered. That was weird. The pursuit of making other people better, I believe, is an attempt to express themselves. So if this person believes that who I am is a person that tries to help and tries to make other people better and tries to make other people shine brighter, then that's what you're gonna do. And
When they may after you shine up their star, they may want to shine other stars.
yes,
So if you started like a studio where you could bring people in and show them their value and then communicate that to the world. And then if there were more and more of those studios
Mhm.
where you could shine stars and pass on. And if part of so you're right, I can't change anyone. I can't, my goal is not, I can't, that's not something I can do.
Mhm.
I can try and raise up more voices so that we go, oh, wow, this journey is really similar. We should maybe respect each other.
I just realized something. I only have one piece of advice from now on.
Okay.
Be yourself. That's it.
Yeah.
That's my only advice from now on.
Everybody needs to find a place where they can exist as who they are. That if we look at Groundhog's Day.
No, 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 no. You need to be yourself everywhere.
No, that's what I said.
Everywhere.
No.
Yeah.
We want a place where we can exist.
Yes.
The reality is we all feel like we're holding it back.
Yes.
So part of it is creating not only a place where you feel like you can exist, but as we're doing here, try and show people there's a place where they can exist. That they're creative, they have ideas, they have perspectives, they have a way of seeing the world. And the more ability we have to communicate those things to each other, the more goodwill can spread.
Yeah.
That right now it's kind of like a corporate controlled communication system that covers the world. So that, I don't know, oligarchs, fascists, whatever you want to call people in charge, I don't care. I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying that we're all buying into a load of crap that is about not liking other people that we don't even know. And I'm telling you, we get to know them, we'll like them. Maybe not their
Maybe.
leaders, but I'm telling you, I don't care where you go on the planet. Everybody's concept of I'm a good person is I'm struggling for a good life for my children and my family. and for themselves. But
Is that bad?
no, that's my point. We
Mhm.
all share that.
Mhm.
That nobody in, it's like the concept that the children in countries that are about to go to war with each other hate each other. No, they don't. They don't even think about that because that's the right way to be.
Mhm.
That. So when we go back to Groundhog's Day,
Mhm.
we keep coming back. And I don't know.
What?
Babe. I got you, babe.
Ugh, my ears.
No doubt. My ears, too.
Now the song is actually really like low key sung like that, so it's
It is
not.
a little cringy.
You're not that far off. It's okay.
Sonny had a definite.
It's okay. It's a little whiny, just a little.
That in the end, all of the people in the town
Mhm.
end up better people for the fact that he ends up focusing on being a better him.
Mhm.
Lives are saved, people are happier, kids go off to see wrestling. It's got
Mhm.
there's a joy the teacher has in teaching him piano.
Mhm.
There's infect the world with your joy.
Which the funniest part is the fact that last what do you call it?
Last day,
Yeah, that last day, the piano lesson like wasn't even a lesson. Because by that point he would have been better than her,
well,
probably.
maybe she got up
I
on
mean,
stage and played too.
she could have been amazing. I don't know.
The interesting thing was that the lesson
Mhm.
was, if we're looking for lessons, gosh, I'm so bad about movies. I love
Mhm.
movies. Hector in the Search for Happiness. Um, that in the end, the thing that motivates him is bringing out the best him he can. That he isn't chasing her.
Mhm.
He says, "Whoa, I got to go run some errands," and he changes a tire, saves a kid that has never said thank you, no matter how many times he did it. Don't do it for the appreciation or the gratitude.
Yep.
These are all written into like Sanskrit and everything. These are all. I don't know where they took it all from. I'm just saying
That's funny.
there's some definite segue between that he learns that living a compassionate
Mhm.
life in the now. So he's in each moment.
Mhm.
It's not, and there's a joy in his face. And
What?
there are no words on my page today. Do you
There are
have words
no
on your
words
page?
on-
I can't even see people's response, but that's okay.
That's
I'm
okay.
full of words today, so I don't. It's okay. I'll just keep talking. The point is though, discovering ourselves.
Mhm.
And when we discover ourselves, there's an inner peace that we can share,
Mhm.
not by force.
Yeah.
Uh, I like to believe it's part of my charisma
Mhm.
that I have a compassionate way of being present because that's important to me, not because of the outside response, but because I believe I want to be seen. And I don't mean
Mhm.
that in a famous way. I mean that as who I am. I don't want to be the magic guy. I don't want to be the drug guy. I don't want to be the sexy guy. I don't want to be any of those things. There isn't a label that fits me. You define me and you make me less.
Well, I want to be famous. Go follow me on Instagram. Anyways,
Studio 586B online. Don't forget to put the period in.
I'll be sure to put it in the comments. No, I've realized like over the past couple days, I need to stop trying to define myself. Not saying I need to stop looking for who I am, but I need to stop
Making yourself
trying
lesser.
to put myself to a label or describe myself as a certain way. I am what I am, and you're gonna figure out what I am whether I like it or not.
Man, that makes me crave spinach.
Why, Popeye?
I am what I am, and that's all what I am.
Oh, okay. I, I Popeye's before my time.
Popeye's before my time.
I don't
I'm
know.
so old.
It's okay.
God, I'm so old. I'm gonna make a Snuffy Smith reference.
A Snuffy Smith? Who's that?
You remember back in the day when we were watching The Partridge Family?
You said, do you remember? Like, like I was alive.
Like he was alive. What's okay? The deepest movie you love. What's a movie you love that you feel like you got a ton out? Like there's like, oh wow, I just learned a ton from this movie.
From this movie. That's a good question. Let me think for a
I already
second.
stole Groundhog's Day.
Think.
Life of Pi is good.
Inception.
Ooh, Inception.
Inception's a really good movie.
I think we're yeah.
I
'Cause
gotta watch it again, but it's a really good
I think it's an interesting study on where thoughts come from.
movie. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That
Mhm.
as they're going like deeper and deeper into the
Yeah.
psyche to the root of where things really happen.
He thinks he's in his dream, but he's really in his own dream. It's a whole thing, man. It's such a good movie.
But
Confusing as all get out on the first watch, but still a good movie.
so define what you learned from it.
Define what I learned from it.
Sure.
Mm.
What do you feel you got from Inception? He's like, damn, you already used up all the words for describing this and left
That
me
is
hanging,
a good.
bro.
That is a good point. What did I learn? You gotta keep going.
Got to keep going.
Yeah, you gotta go deeper.
See, I think Die Hard's better for
You
that.
gotta go to the
Don't
source.
take your shoes off.
You gotta go to the source.
Don't take your shoes off.
What? He was changing.
I don't care. Don't take your shoes
He
off.
was changing.
Don't take your shoes off, man.
Now Bruce Willis stands in the shower with his shoes on.
Hey, you do what you got to do. He was not changing.
Wasn't he? He was getting dressed or something, right?
I don't think so. Why were his shoes off?
That's a good
We
question.
have to rewatch Die Hard today.
Yeah.
The point is that you can find wisdom anywhere. It feels like Groundhog's Day. I know that. I know that there are days that it feels like you're slogging through the same day. But if you're present in that moment, you never know what you might discover. It might
Right.
even be you.
Might be you.
Might be you. Gosh golly,
But
man, I'm about pathetic. I've only talked for 30 minutes today.
that's okay.
God, it's only
That's
been, I'm
okay.
like, it's 32 minutes. Well, no,
That's
I can't.
okay.
It's 10 minutes more to one. I've been all over the place. You know what? I actually am thinking about putting together a list of movies that I think of as steps on the path.
Mhm.
Shouts out to Bill Murray, our spirit animal. You know what? The way he's lived his life, the movies he's made. Anybody out there, if you want an amazing movie, but not at all what you expect from Bill Murray, The Razor's Edge,
Mm.
describing life walking on the razor's edge, and beautiful period piece, amazing. Did not have the success that he had hoped for. Actually, kind of devastated him. He went off to study. This may sound familiar. Philosophy and art
Mm-hmm.
in France, which is not a bad way to go. I don't think I could go spend 3 or 4 years studying philosophy.
for a couple years.
Worst days to repeat over and over again. There's a moment in the movie where he's like, "Wait a minute, I was in the Bahamas
I
one
was in
day.
the Bahamas with this beautiful girl, man. Why couldn't I relive
Why
that
can't we?
day?
Because that ain't the day where the lessons are at.
Man.
That life may feel like Groundhog's Day. It means you're missing the lesson you had to get past. If life is hitting you over and over again with the same lesson,
Mm-hmm.
that's not life's fault. You just a slow learner.
Right?
And give yourself that though.
Right.
Don't be mad when people get so attached to what they do know that they can't let go of it to know other things.
Right.
Don't gatekeep wisdom. Question everything.
Mhm.
Question everything.
Mm-hmm.
Be where you are. That exist. Let yourself have a place to exist.
Right.
In letting yourself have a place to exist, you will find other people realize they too have a place to exist. Or I hope.
That sounds fire. And on that note.
And on that note, is that the note?
Yeah. I think that's the note.
That's the note.
We don't got much in us today, but that's okay.
Groundhog's Day. We're doing
It's
it all over
Groundhog's
again.
Day.
Absolutely. You know what? It's amazing.
Do-do-do.
Ta-da! We love you guys. Sorry for the weird ending. You know what? So glad we got you, babe. Appreciate everything everybody out there does. I couldn't see. I saw one comment that was like this. I couldn't see the comments. Be careful. This one is also labeled 2222, but when he says Groundhog's Day, you should remember that means, oh shit, that's 2-3. Just did it on purpose.
Okay.
Because I like the 2222, but I didn't get to say nothing about it yesterday.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Really?
In about 19 days, Kanye should be dropping his